Welcome to episode 17 of the Music PRODcast. I'm your host, McLachlin. Joining us this week, co-host Owen Viragos.
What's up, everyone?
And this week's special guest, Monroe, is joining us this week to talk about the 60th annual Grammy Awards.
She's a somewhat special guest. She might not make it to the end of the interview. I guess we'll see.
Yeah. But
she's already pretty feisty.
I'm really excited to see what she thinks about the award winners this year. And we're going to
she's really going great.
Go through some of the more important awards, I guess. I mean, as much as I care about electronic dance song of the year, we might just skip over those ones. But
there's a lot of crazy categories now, eh? Like everything.
Yeah. Are you ready to dive in?
I'm ready. What are we starting with? Me guessing or?
Sure. So you said you knew all the big ones. So record of the year, you knew that was
That's What I Like by Bruno Mars.
24 Karat Magic.
Oh, that was video of the year then. Was That's What I Like?
Okay, yeah.
I think.
Album of the year is
24 Karat Magic.
Yeah. Song of the year, that's
What I Like.
Yep.
Okay.
Did you know Best New Artist?
Alessia Cara.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was big news. I was excited about that. Okay.
Have you seen all the backlash she got about? Like, she kind of had to defend herself. Like, she feels pretty sad about it. Like, a lot of people saying she didn't deserve it and stuff like this. And other people got snubbed and all this. So she ended up, like, having to put a statement out on Instagram just saying, like, you know, like, this is a really happy moment for me. And it sucks to hear all this backlash of people saying you don't deserve it and all this. Because even in her acceptance speech, she kind of said, you know, I know there's a lot of way more talented people in this category, and it's mainly a popularity contest. So for that, I'm sorry. Like, even when she got the award, I feel like she knew that there was gonna be backlash, which is kind of rare. I feel like I think last year it was Chance, right? And that was one of the most celebrated things. I think we even spoke about it. We were like, yeah, he's like an independent artist to get a Grammy. So
it's always interesting when the person that wins doesn't think they deserve, totally doesn't think they deserve to win.
Yeah. I don't know what's worse for someone to be entitled and think that it's theirs already, or for it to be the other way. Because when you win it, you should feel really good about that, you know. So.
Yeah. Yep. Best pop solo performance. Do you have any idea? I can give you the options.
Yeah.
Love So Soft by Kelly Clarkson.
Okay.
Praying by Kesha. Million Reasons by Lady Gaga. What About Us by Pink.
Yeah.
And Shape of You by Ed Sheeran.
Was it Pink?
Nope. It was Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
Oh, that was my gut. And then for some reason I thought I saw No, that would have been way more strange if it was Pink, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran, Shape of You, that makes sense.
Do you know the selection date of when a song can qualify for the Grammys?
I thought it cuts off in November.
It's September. So
September? Okay.
For these Grammys, they actually choose songs between October 1st, 2016
right,
and September 2017.
Right.
So you can go as far back as
2016. Yeah, because Childish Gambino was up for a bunch, and I was like, wait, he's came out 2016. It was very late 2016, but...
Okay, best pop, duo, or group performance. Something Just Like This.
I know this one.
You know this one?
It's Kendrick and... was it Kendrick and Rihanna?
Nope.
What's the category again?
Best pop, duo, / group performance.
Oh, okay, sorry. Say this.
Something Just Like This by the Chainsmokers and Coldplay.
Yeah.
Despacito by Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee featuring Justin Bieber. Thunder by Imagine Dragons. Feel It Still by Portugal the Man. And Stay by Zedd and Alessia Cara.
Part of me thinks it was Chainsmokers.
Nope.
Oh, man. I thought I knew these better.
This one really surprised me. It was Feel It Still by Portugal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I did remember seeing them win that. That was a shocker.
Mm-hmm. The only song that I haven't heard at all out of those five.
Yeah, I think I did listen to it recently, and that makes sense. It's just weird because I would have never associated Portugal the Man with pop until I guess like their last project or something. Like I always thought they were kind of indie and not maybe folky kind of like. That's cool. They're getting in the pop categories now.
Yeah. This is an interesting one. Best traditional pop vocal album. So we have Nobody But Me by Michael Bublé, Triplicate by Bob Dylan, In Full Swing by Seth MacFarlane, which is interesting that like he's getting nominated for Grammys now. Like he's a very good singer.
Seth MacFarlane? Yeah, no, he's really good.
Yep. Wonderland by Sarah McLachlan, and Tony Bennett celebrates 90 by Tony Bennett, I'm guessing.
What was the first or second one, sir?
Nobody But Me by Michael Bublé and Triplicate by Bob Dylan were the first two.
Actually, Sarah McLachlan? Is that who won it?
No.
No? Oh, man.
It was Tony Bennett.
Tony Bennett won it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think he's probably the most musically talented.
Yeah.
I'll say. Like he's a very impressive piano player.
Yeah.
Piano player, right?
Yeah, he plays piano.
Yeah.
But it was pop vocal album, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So.
But he also sings it.
Yeah.
But his music's always very jazzy.
Yeah, that's true.
Best pop vocal album. Kaleidoscope by Coldplay, Lust for Life by Lana Del Rey, Evolve by Imagine Dragons, Rainbow by Kesha, Joanne by Lady Gaga, and Divide by Ed Sheeran.
My guess is Ed Sheeran. Yeah.
Yep, that's a good guess. Okay, best rap song.
Humble, Kendrick Lamar.
Yes, nailed it.
I think he got all the rap categories.
Yep. And best country song.
Chris Stapleton.
Yes, it's true. Broken Halos.
Yeah.
I was actually a little bit surprised that Taylor Swift's song didn't win. Better Man. She wrote a song for Little Big Town.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I'm like,
the show.
I could see that winning for sure.
Yeah, it's hard because country fans might get. I don't know. Like, is she still considered country sometimes? Like, I guess when she writes a country song, she would be. But that'd be funny because she's also placed in pop category too. So it's.
Do you know who votes on the Grammys?
There's an academy.
Yep.
So there's an academy that's made up of like industry people and artists, right?
Yep.
Producers, writers.
I got this off the Grammys website. Recording Academy voting members are professionals with creative and technical credits on at least 6 commercially released tracks or their equivalent. These may include vocalists, conductors, songwriters, composers, engineers, producers, instrumentalists, arrangers, art directors, album notes writers, narrators, and music video artists and technicians. So you could have done the camera work for a music video.
Yeah.
And if you've done at least 6, then you can be in the Academy.
That's the only criteria, eh? Well, I guess there is Best Music Video Award and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's interesting, though. I thought it was a little... Like, it doesn't mean just because you've done 6, you can all of a sudden vote for Grammys.
Yeah.
There's still, like, more to go with it, but I feel like there would have been a higher criteria, maybe. Like, they must have reached the top 40 or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's cool, though. Do you know if it's similar, like, your film guy? Like, is it the same as the Oscars? Like, do you just have to be involved in, like, a certain amount of films?
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so we're going to go back to the start now and talk about the big awards.
Yep.
Let's start with Record of the Year. 24 Karat Magic won by Bruno Mars, but Redbone by Childish Gambino, Despacito, Story of OJ, Humble were also all nominated for that award.
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, which one do you think should have won?
I feel like for Record of the Year, it's hard because, like, I'm almost giving into, like, the whole popularity contest of it, but, like, I don't know. Despacito's, like, an unavoidable track.
Yeah.
Like, when something takes over the world like that, and I'm, like, so sick of that song, I'm not even a big fan of it, but, like, enough people were that like most people on the earth heard it or streamed it now.
Yeah.
Like it's streaming stats, YouTube stats, all that stuff's so crazy. And I feel like it's more relevant in like the shift of where music's going. Like that's what I like, and like Bruno Mars is almost like a throwback, but I feel like Despacito's so of our time, like the reggaeton and like Latin rhythms and like just more international style music, I feel like is kind of more popular right now. So I feel like it better reflected this year in music. So I would have said that, like my personal favorite would have been Redbone by Gambino. And I feel like that had a serious impact as well, just in general. So I feel like that could have won it too if there was a little more like credibility to the awards. But Bruno Mars, because he got Album of the Year, Song of the Year, all that stuff, like it just made sense that he was going to get Record of the Year. What about you? What's yours? Do you think... I don't think Bruno doesn't deserve these awards. Because I love Bruno Mars. Like, I really do. So I hate the conversation of like, oh, you know, does he deserve them? Because I think he does deserve them. Like, it's just... when you're put against these other people, like it's so subjective. It's hard, but like he puts in his work and he writes really good music. So
I think I'd agree with you. It'd definitely be a big deal if an international song like that won Record of the Year. And I don't think, like you were saying, Bruno Mars is bad. I just think he's already won, if that makes sense. Like he won in 2016 for Uptown Funk, which is pretty much the same idea, like a classic sort of music genre made into a modern pop song. That was pretty much his entire album this time around. And like we've heard this before. It's really good, but we've heard it all before, and I was hoping for something maybe a bit new.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't groundbreaking. So... Well, sorry, what would your pick be, though? Despacito, then?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that what you say? Yeah.
Okay, moving on to Album of the Year. We have Awaken My Love by Childish Gambino. 444 by Jay-Z. Damn by Kendrick Lamar. Melodrama by Lorde, and 24 Karat Magic again, which was the winner.
Again. This has been getting lots of controversy I've seen. Like, everyone's saying, you know, Lorde should have won and stuff. And it kind of it spins into like a topic I'm going to bring up in a sec. But again, like I think easily Kendrick or Lorde's could have won over that. Just like they're stronger artistic statements. Even though I didn't listen to I don't think the Lorde album in full. Like it was just like it was more of an artistic statement, more creative than Bruno Mars was on his album. But there's more hits on his album, you know? So it's like, my pick would have been Damn, just because it's a personal favorite of mine. Or actually Childish Gambino's, because his was like breaking new ground for him at least too. Like a lot of it was, like he got nominated for a traditional R&B song, which is like, that's like hard to get into. Like for someone to call it traditional R&B is like difficult, but he got in there. Just as all the awards he's been getting, Childish Gambino, I feel like he could have got that too. Like he's been recognized by like the film industry, music industry now, so I was surprised he didn't come home with more. But
I would have gone with Damn, I think. I think that's a really like well thought out, interesting artistic statement that Kendrick Lamar has made, that might be a little bit influenced by the music videos that went along with the album, but I think it was definitely the most deserving album.
I would say so.
Okay, Song of the Year. That's What I Like by Bruno Mars won. But also nominated were Despacito, 444, Issues, and 1-800-273-8255. A name that I hadn't seen for a while that got nominated for this award was Benny Blanco. Very famous producer, songwriter for Issues, the Julia Michaels song. So it was cool to see him
pop up.
Again. He's still here.
He's still irrelevant. Still doing stuff. There's a lot of writers on That's What I Like. I'm looking at the list right now of like all the writers, and I think it has the most. Which makes sense. Do you know like what the actual difference between song of the year and record of the year is? What
Yes,
the main
they
difference?
sort of explain it on their website. Record of the year takes into account the actual performance of the song, and this one is more focused on the songwriting craft of making a song.
Okay. That makes sense. That's why like for record of the year it's just the artist listed, but for song of the year it's I think Despacito should have maybe taken this too, and it's weird to say, but like it reached more people. It fits with our times more. Like it feels more current. Like, and there is good songwriting on it. Like it's the biggest song of the summer for a reason, you know? So I think that is as deserving as That's What I Like. Like I'm sure everyone's heard That's What I Like too, which is also a good song, but I don't know, like That's What I Like also could have been like a winner from like 2 years ago from Bruno Mars too. I guess it's like the reoccurring thing that we keep talking about is like, it wasn't new for him. Like he was doing what he does and he was doing it great, but like, does that mean that it was the song of the year or whatever? But would you kind of say the same thing?
I think out of all the awards that Bruno Mars won, I think he deserves this one the most.
Okay.
With all the other nominees, I haven't heard 444. And I don't think, as much as I think 1-800-273-8255 is a really powerful and important song, I don't think it's going to be a while until I think a rap song wins Song of the Year.
Yeah.
So I think there's still a bit of a misunderstanding that rap is easy. You just find a beat and then you make up words to go along with it.
Definitely.
So, yeah, I think I'd go with either Logic's song or Bruno Mars's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true, actually. Now that you say that, the difference between record of the year and song of the year, like, I give, of course, like, Bruno Mars more credit for That's What I Like than I give Louis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee for Despacito.
Yeah.
Like, as a song, as a record, Despacito was bigger, but as a song, like, That's What I Like was probably better written by Bruno and stuff.
Yep. Best New Artist. I was super surprised that Alessia Cara won this.
Who'd you think?
I think we all agreed that it would be Khalid.
Oh, yeah.
When we talked about it. But I don't really know how big she is outside of Canada. Because in Canada, she's huge.
Yeah.
Because of the restriction on radio stations to play 33%, I think it's 33%, or maybe
25?
Something like that. Around a third of all music played on Canadian radio has to be Canadian.
Right.
So when you do find a pop artist that's big, they really pushed it.
Yeah.
Because it fills up the space.
Yeah.
So we definitely heard a lot of her, but in the States and overseas, I don't really know how well she's done. But I guess pretty well.
Or maybe she hasn't done well, and that's why people are so upset about it. Because, for some reason she did get that kind of backlash, and people are saying she didn't deserve it.
Maybe it might have been because of her song with Zed. I think that was more of a bigger worldwide hit.
Yeah.
I think. And maybe that's why they don't think she deserves it, because it was a collaboration.
Right.
And not her own song.
That's true, because like her main songs, like Over Here and stuff like that, like, I'm not sure how wide they reached, you know? Like we, like you said, like we hear it a lot here, but we don't get the best context because we are fed a lot of Canadian music all the time, which I'm not mad at. It's funny because Alessia Cara and Khalid to me kind of go hand in hand too, like as far as like, you know, nice clean image, younger, like they're kind of innocent. They're just like writing good music that, you know, the teens are all into. Yeah. But I don't know, like I think she deserves it in the end. Like I don't think it's fair to say she doesn't deserve it, but I think Khalid's image and his sound is going to have more of an impact in the future than like Alessia Cara's has. Yeah, I would still probably stick with like my vote would have been Khalid.
I know that Ed Sheeran said after his first album and as he was writing Multiply, that the second album's the big, like, important album. Yeah. It's sort of where you prove if like you're here to stay or if you're just like a one album
very true
artist.
Very true. And I hear people say this too, like people have like their whole lives to write their debut album because, you know, like in your head, like you're thinking of this and like, oh, my debut album's gonna have this and all, like this song that I've been sitting on for this long is gonna be on there and whatever. But then your next album, like you're in it and you're kind of like rushed to get that second one out to stay relevant, to stay in the scene, and then that's where a lot of people I think mess up.
It'll be interesting to hear both of their second albums.
Yeah, definitely.
Best pop solo performance. I don't think there's any controversy about this.
No.
I mean, did you think Shape of You should have won?
Yeah, I do.
Yep, I think so too. As interesting as Kesha's whole album was, just her complete shift from what she's known as to what
she's doing now. Yeah.
Is very interesting and interesting to listen to, but I didn't really enjoy it that much.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. I don't know. I'm not buying the whole Kesha thing. Maybe that's just me like holding a grudge for like all her talk rapping and all that stuff in the past, but I get what she's trying to do, but Ed Sheeran's way more deserving of award than I feel like any of the other artists.
Lady Gaga's album, which Million Reasons was on, is definitely my favorite of hers so far. I don't know if you've listened to a lot of it, but it's a lot less electronic, a little bit more alternative, maybe.
Oh, okay.
A lot more guitars, a lot more real drums.
Right.
Which I liked a lot.
That's good. That kind of makes sense. Like, I feel like she is going to mature even more, like, with her next album and stuff, because, like, I remember her citing, like, Bruce Springsteen as one of her, like, favorite artists and biggest inspirations. So, I see her early stuff as, like, kind of a way to break in and, like, get attention and stuff, and now she's going to kind of start making, like, the art she wants to.
And the last category we'll talk about is Best Rap Song. So Humble won by Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Did you agree with this?
I personally am not like the biggest fan of that. Are we on rap performance or rap song?
Rap song.
What was the other ones?
Bodak Yellow.
Yeah.
By Cardi B.
Yeah.
Chase Me by Danger Mouse.
Yeah.
Humble by Kendrick Lamar. Sassy by Rhapsody.
Okay.
The Story of OJ by Jay-Z.
Humble had more of the one-liners that people, repeated and talked about and stuff. It had the video people talked about more. But the song Story of OJ is like really well written and like I think it much speaks to what hip-hop means a lot more than Humble does maybe.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the Story of OJ, if you hear it as, it's much more like, black empowerment and stuff like that and kind of way more rap, way more hip hop than Humble. Like Humble it's almost pop. Well, it is pop at this point because of how big it got.
Yep.
But the topics talked about are less rap, like I guess. But the Academy, I feel like has like a lot of respect for Kendrick, like more than Jay-Z at this point. Like Jay-Z's boycotted Grammys in the past, like. Like he's talked down on the Grammys. I feel like it's almost gonna be hard for him to get another one, but like Kendrick still kind of still embraces it.
Yep.
So it makes sense, but I feel like Story of OJ was like probably a close second.
Yep. Yeah, I'm referring to you on this category because I haven't really listened to any of them.
All right.
I know that I was really hoping Bodak Yellow wouldn't win.
Yeah.
Because I don't like that song at all.
I'm just worried, like, I think it'd be like one of those things where, like, oh, Cardi B doesn't make music anymore? Oh, no, like, why do we give her a Grammy or something? Like, I don't know if Cardi B's going to be around forever.
Did you have you said you were going to come up with some stats.
Oh, yeah, so
or some facts.
Yeah. So I was reading this article of, it was a Recording Academy president, Neil Portnoy, actually just, like, basically he's talking about the controversy of, like, the lack of diversity in gender.
Yep.
In the Grammys, and he's getting lots of backlash because the article and the quotes that were pulled from his conversation after were very like saying that it's the women that need to step up and there's not enough women in the industry, and he's basically blaming the whole equality of the music industry and even the Grammys on there just not being enough women out there like doing what needs to be done to get the awards and all that stuff. So we got lots of backlash for that. And then I found out all these stats of basically breaking down like if this is like true or not. And the more I looked into it, the more I realized that like there is not a lot of diversity as far as gender and in the industry. Like an analysis of the top 600 songs from 2012 to 2017 found that out of all 1,239 performing artists, 22.4% of them were women. So that's the top 600 songs of the last 5 years. 22.4% were women. And then the numbers are even lower when you start going like behind the scenes. So out of those songs too, out of the 2,767 songwriters credited on those songs, 12.3% were women. So it was even less songwriters. And then this is the kind of spooky one. Of the 899 individuals who have been nominated for the last 6 Grammy ceremonies, 90.7% were men and 9.3% were women. So basically, it's showing how actually lopsided it was. When I first read the article, I didn't really understand it because I feel like, you know, like Beyonce's gotten her fair share of Grammys, Adele's gotten her fair share of Grammys. Like there's been lots of female artists getting Grammys over the year, but I guess it's like they're worried about who's like selecting them. And I don't know, it's making me realize the inequality, and I feel like, I guess it doesn't shock me because in our music program, there's 130 students and like less than 10 are female. I don't know. I'm not like blaming the women. Like it's just, I feel like, I don't know. Everyone's kind of looking for a scapegoat to talk about why the Grammys are unequal. But that's just an ongoing thing with like all award shows. I think like even the Oscars with inequality to gender. The article did say that like the Grammys are super diverse as far as
a minority.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
So the Grammys are way more accepting as far as like minority groups. Like apparently like 60.3% of like the Grammys had been given to or nominated for like minority ethnic groups and stuff like that. So there's no like race inequality. It's mainly just like gender, which is kind of strange.
There's a similarity between the music industry and the film industry in the regard that all the stars, the artists and the actors, the equality, at least in representation, seems pretty even. Like for every male actor award, there's a female actor award.
Right.
And even now,
that's true.
Female directors are getting more awards as well.
Right.
But there's always been the problem of behind the scenes, like the songwriters and the producers and the engineers. And then in the film industry, like the directors of photography and the people that work on set and the screenwriters.
Probably even like producers too.
Yeah, there's still a very big difference between the number of male and female people in the industry.
Do you see that changing? Like, because even in business, like there's got to be like, if you took like a ratio of the male CEOs of businesses to female CEOs, like it's probably just as like disturbing as like these numbers too. So like, do you see that changing? Like,
I think I do. Slowly. The film and music industry are so relationship based. I think the people that have been there for a while, when it was male dominated, are going to keep working with the same people.
Right.
Not specifically because they're males, but because they've worked with them before. And they have that relationship. But I feel like newer people they have relationships with whoever.
Right.
Whether regardless of their ethnicity or gender. So I think slowly, as people change, I guess, as a whole, the industry will change as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's probably, it's kind of like the dinosaurs of the music industry. Like they're still working with the same people and whatever. So like it takes a new open-minded generation to kind of work with everyone. Like I don't think it's a lack of like creative females or something like that. Like I don't know. I thought that was like a interesting conversation because every awards show comes with this controversy, you know. So it's interesting to talk about it.
Do you know who's won the most Grammy Awards?
Man, I really don't.
I think it might.
Michael Jackson.
Nope. It might surprise you, actually.
I think he's won the most in 1 year. Oh, that's
The most Grammy Award goes to George Solti, age 31. He died in 1997. Oh, no, with 31, sorry. He's won 31. Though he died in 1997 at age 84, Solti is still the man to beat, having won 31 Grammy Awards. Solti's career includes more than 20 years as music director for the Chicago Symphony Orchestra.
Oh.
So
he's the one claiming all those.
That's the big music orchestra that probably wins almost every year.
Yeah.
Probably multiple categories.
That's smart.
Second is Quincy Jones with 27. The music industry titan and musician has won 27 Grammys, among them Album of the Year for Michael Jackson's smash hit Thriller.
Yeah, that's sweet.
27, also with 27, Alison Krauss. The 48-year-old artist holds the distinction as the female artist with the most Grammys and the female with the most awards in the country field.
Well, there you go. Like the third most Grammys goes to a female. So,
and skipping down just a little bit to 25 is Stevie Wonder, and 24 John Williams, of course.
Yeah.
And then 22, the first I think big name we can say is Beyonce. With 22.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yep. U2 also is 22, and that is the end of the list. So you can definitely tell that people that dominate a niche, like the orchestra, or John
There's less
Williams
people doing it.
Yeah.
And if you're like the best, like it's hard to deny it.
Even Alison Krauss with country music.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Go for those niches then, you know. That's how you
Yeah, if you want a Grammy.
just find the place with the least amount of competition and just do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about predictions for 2018? For like, do you think hip hop's gonna stay as like in the charts? Like everyone's saying like, oh, they think that hip hop's gonna fall off this year, like because like Bodak Yellow, EXO Tour Life, like all that stuff has been like the most popular music this year. So like, do you think that's gonna be a continuing trend? Are we gonna get more Despacitos?
So for the 2019 Grammys, they'll be selecting from October 2017 all the way to September 2018. So Taylor Swift might be in there.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, because she released it in December, I think. Maybe November.
Right.
Yeah, I think it'll just continue on the trend that it's going towards. I don't think there'll be a regression. Maybe there will be.
Right.
Like next year, there's just all white males.
That'd be terrible.
But I think with the diversity and the way that music spreads now, I think it's anyone's game, and I think the trend's going to continue along with more music from other countries.
Right.
What about you? Any predictions?
Yeah, I guess so. I see Taylor Swift probably because she was kind of off course this year, so I feel like
she was too late.
Yeah, next year she'll kind of probably kill it again, and I don't know. We'll see. I wonder if Cardi B will be there next year.
I bet she will be.
You think she will?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll place a bet right now.
Place a bet?
Because I don't think you think she will be. I'll let you choose. Do you think she's going to be there or not?
Well, like, we have to, like, make it official. Like, not just in attendance, like, nominated.
Nominated in any aspect. Songwriter, artist, anything.
I'm going to say no then. I don't think she'll get
Okay.
nominated for anything.
Okay, I think she will be.
Okay.
Just to play devil's advocate.
All right, it's on. 50 push-ups or something.
50 push-ups,
All
yeah.
right, there we go.
Whew, that's a steep punishment.
Yeah, for me, it's not as bad for you. At least you hit the gym once in a while.
Yeah, I think that'll do it for this week.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Peace out. Peace out, internet.
Thanks to Monroe for joining us this week.
Thanks, Monroe.